Right, so we've got Ken here today to ask him a couple of questions about his new V8. So the first question is, Ken, why did you decide to go away from the old one and get a new frame for this?
The grey bike, the old frame that this motor was in, was actually a restored bike, and I pulled the motor out of it to put this motor in and use it for a test bed. So it deserved to be put back as a bike, and this motor deserved to have its own frame made, and part of my engineering challenge, build the frame as well.
Brilliant. And you've gone away from fuel injection. Why was that?
I never wanted to go to fuel injection in the first place. It was just the fact that using the original frame and making no alterations to the frame, I couldn't put carburetors on the bike because I didn't have room. I couldn't put them in a satisfactory place to make it run good. So the fuel injection was the only alternative I could come up with to make it go good in a standard frame. But now that I've built a modified frame for it, which looks standard, but it is modified enough, I can then go back to a carburetor, and it's technology that is more in keeping with the era of the build I'm trying to represent.
And what era is that?
I'm going to call this bike a 1928 because it's got 1928 Ace 4-cylinder motorcycle forks on it, because I think they look neat, and the frame is like a 1929 or 30 styled Indian 4 frame. So I'm crossing the bridges and calling it a 28. So it's going to be a 1928 Indian Ace V8.
Brilliant. And what's the next steps for the bike?
Well, I've just mounted all the gear change up today, back there, so I'm in crip shifter, and then the next thing is going to be to mount up my oil filter and my battery box. I've started making a thingy here to mount the battery box up in there. So I'm going to finish the battery box and then the oil filter down here. Then I'm going to put the horn on the other side, the ignition switch, and then tick another couple of things off the list.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Just made the handlebars, did them only a couple of days ago. Tried to make them sort of look old style, but you know, comfortable and all that. So yeah.
Brilliant. Taking shape. Well, we'll keep you posted. Thanks very much, Ken.
No worries. Yep.